Well, let's keep it then with some management voices. Focus in on Eveready. Well, they have posted a decent quarter. The top line growth has come in higher by about 12%, although the margins have contracted. It's clearly been the appliances segment that's seen the strongest growth this time around. Amritanshu Khaitan is the MD of Eveready, here to talk a little bit more about the quarter gone by. Great to have you with us. Now, the legacy battery business posted a disappointing set of numbers. It was flat revenues. Can you tell us what was the reason for that? Was it the, despite the cut in GST rates, and what was the volume growth like?
You see, batteries had recorded a higher volume growth in Q2. So we saw a little bit of disturbance with the GST rates changing in Q3. We've seen the wholesale movement being very sluggish. That is the reason why volumes have been flattish, and that reported a flattish top line on the battery segment.
The lighting segment also continued to remain strong at 33%. Can you tell us what kind of growth you saw in your LED business?
The lighting category grew at 33%, but if you look at the LED business, that grew in at a higher rate of 93% in the trade channel as compared to last year. So virtually double of last year.
So the budget has increased allocation for one of the schemes that can have an impact on electrification of villages. Do you see better government orders and consequently growth into lighting business as well?
You see, government tenders is something which should be there, but the trade business of the company and for the industry as a whole has really seen a larger demand uptake. So we are seeing a strong demand uptake not only for the LED bulbs but also for the 10 rupee incandescent bulbs which are sold in rural India. I personally think the government initiatives announced in the budget will spur a further 10% increase in the industry growth in FY19.
We understand the CFL business has been a big drag on the lighting performance. What's the plan for this business?
On the contrary, it is very good that the CFL business has virtually vanished because the profitability of the LED category is far better than CFL's. That has resulted in overall the lighting category moving its EBITDA margin up from 4% last year to approximately 14% in the current quarter. So a large chunk of the margin expansion is happening due to the shift from lower margin CFL business to higher profitable LED business.
Nayanthara joining in from the New Delhi studio. Avan touched on it a bit when she talked about Saubhagya, but I want to understand from you, what is Eveready's strategy when it comes to rural India? The big event of last week, Budget 2018, has given a whole host of SOPs, a booster shot of sorts to rural India. Are you seeing new opportunities? What can we expect from Eveready? Could it be new product offerings? What exactly do you have planned?
I personally think the budget was very positive for rural India and also for the lighting and appliance segment. The thrust of the government on electrification and the kind of money being spent into the hands of the rural population should increase growth for both these categories. The unorganized segment is there in both these categories as well as in batteries and flashlights. With the onset of e-way bill, we personally think there may be some short-term disturbance, but in the medium to long term, all these measures should help the shift taking place from the unorganized to the organized space, thereby helping companies like Eveready in terms of demand.
Amritanshu, talk to your shareholders, talk to the ET Now viewers. What can we expect from Eveready going forward? You've got a joint venture already with Universal Wellbeing that takes care of healthcare, etc. You've got your own business in categories like home appliances, and there's confectionery as well. So where will Eveready be 5 years from now? Is it going to be primarily a battery company, which is what the brand recognition is, or do you think it's going to be more of an FMCG company?
I think I would tend to agree with you on that. Batteries is also a FMCG category, but we've always been known only for batteries. I think in the next 5 years, Eveready will be known more like a consumer branded business rather than focused only on one segment. So you would call Eveready a FMCG or a company as we progress.
Right, Amritanshu, we're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us. The stock price of Eveready in the green marginally. reacting to the results over there, also getting your future outlook of what you can expect from the Kolkata headquartered company.